Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Luck. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On 3rd down, it's Mack. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Love. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
This is Hines, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Now it's Hines, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got this down to the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Locke finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the three's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jamal Sheard on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Al Woods able to drop him for a loss of 4. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Bridgewater on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They thought he can win every battle.
Bridgewater. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And it's third down. And again, it's Bridgewater. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on 2nd down is Love. Looking left side and he's got a man. That's Rodgers. And down he'll go at the 25. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing on 3rd down. Love on the crossing route. Complete. That's Rodgers. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Mack. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They'll run 4th. This is Mack going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. On first down, Luck. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On second and 10, Luck. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Colts on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Luck. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack from here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, it's Love. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 20! And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Al Woods in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Got his man there complete to Gallup. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Michael Gallup with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills will extend their lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck going up top. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Rolling to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Oh, that was pretty right there by Michael Gallup, but it doesn't surprise me at all. One of the best things he does, competes for the football in the air. And when he goes up with it with another defender, we call them 50-50 balls. Michael Gallup considers it a 90-10, and he's the 90.
Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The former 1st-round pick, Shea McClellan, in on the stop.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One-handed, love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session and be saying, hey, run that one back, Coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Bridgewater. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you get...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a first down throw. Lock. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Kyle Williams forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
3rd and long, it's Luck. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 15. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Bridgewater now. Steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
On third down, that's Gibson, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. 51 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try to run with Ivory. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Second down, Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. And it's the linebacker, Shea McClellan, with a pick. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And now he'll tuck it and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brian Grant, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his man Hilton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, Locke. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Lorenzo Alexander. Able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Love. Caught left side by Hilton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Bridgewater here to throw. Looking for White on the deep ball. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kevin White, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
That's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he connects with Ebron. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone as time has run out on this ball game.